break for about 2 weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Right.
about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks
break?
too
2 weeks
long. I
break.
missed you guys.
And it's been but you know what? It was much needed
Most definitely.
because I think that we had to figure out how we were gonna revamp this show to give y'all some more guests.
Since we're going into season 3, it was time that we leveled up.
You know what it is? I think that going into this season, we wanted to figure out. That's why y'all listening to us. We wanted to figure out what could we do more as the voice of reason, as a whole. Like we've been looking for buildings, for clubs. I know some people be like, "Hold up, ain't y'all like supposed to be like spiritual?" I know y'all can hear that, but that's why we're doing streets, politics, and spirituality because we actually came across this club that said that they would give us the voice of reason drink. You know what I mean? It would be called VOR Talk Show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we would get $5 off of that drink. They would sell the drink for like $8.
Right.
You know what I mean? We would get $5, but that just helps the company out. So we're just out here grinding, trying to figure out more ways to do things, more ways for y'all to come in and be in tune with us as people that show us love. So we're just trying to regroup. The building is going to actually allow us to have artists, you know what I mean, spoken word, whatever you want to do, you can come out there. So we're going to get more of the detail for that. One of them is in Camden.
Right.
We got that from Uncle Chris. Y'all should know who Uncle Chris is by now. He's the owner of the Anointed News Journal, which is right up there on his wall. He keeps us in that news journal on a regular basis.
Right.
So shout out to Uncle Chris. That's been our #1 sponsor as far as the Voice of Reason from day one. Right. So matter of fact, Dan, you was at one of Uncle Chris's events. Mm-hmm. You see how he does it, and you see the people that
and the impact that he has. The one event that I went to,
and he's always doing it like that.
Right.
And so he Uncle Chris set us up. So shout out to Uncle Chris because he did us kind of greasy. Right. We called him last week just to see if we could meet to see what was going to happen with our new flyer in the paper. And when we get there, our new flyer that we got right there that's hanging up behind us, he had it in a whole page, the whole joint in the magazine. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, so shut up.
Right.
Like, he's like, don't say nothing to me. Just shut up. It's in the whole joint. And then when we looked at it, he said, and that's nothing but around all the people that sponsor my magazine. Mm-hmm. He said, y'all not no sponsors, right? But y'all in here with the sponsors. See, right. Just move.
Right.
I'm like, all right, you just shut up. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna shut up. And then when he told us to come up there, we thought we was just gonna meet. We get up there, he's like, all right, you guys, we're gonna take a walk.
He's like,
where?
I got to meet Freddie.
Freddie Mitchell.
We step outside Freddie Mitchell.
We go outside Freddie Mitchell out there. 2 other guys out there. They pulled up in Maseratis and all that. Right. We like, what happened?
He was like, did we just come to talk about the flyer?
We just came up here to talk. We did not. Yo, I'm dressed like a bum. These guys got suits on. I got my hat backwards. I'm like, I don't even feel comfortable.
He's like, we're about to leave. We shook his hand. He's like, no, come with me.
Yeah, we was gonna leave. I was like, I don't feel comfortable. Yo, they got out of the Maseratis, like,
deep,
suited
like.
up.
Right.
I was like, wait.
I
was like, Mike, let's get out of here. Pineapples. That's how I felt. Like, I didn't feel. What I'm saying is, I didn't feel too comfortable. Right. That's what I'm saying because, but they didn't judge us. No. Nevertheless, they started talking to us. The one guy was like, yo. He said, let me tell you guys something, man. You don't know. This is just opportunity. I was just out yesterday playing golf with Charles Barkley. Yeah. Really?
Like where you just gonna pull up out of your Maserati and say that?
And listen, I got an opportunity next week to go play golfing with Barack Obama.
He's out here. I'm one step away from Barack Obama.
Put it out there like that. Freddie Mitchell, like, yeah, we going with Obama.
Look, sitting here with your hat on, like, where?
Really? Yeah, I'm just sitting there, like, really? You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this: while you out there grinding for the station, you don't know what's going to happen, who you're going to meet, and be ready to operate even under being uncomfortable. Because I'm telling you, I was straight uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God. And so he took us for a walk around the building. I didn't know where we was walking to. Right. Where we going? Looked like a little hole in the wall situation. Come to be the nicest nightclub right there off the strip.
Wow.
Yeah. And the dude that cooked is a TV star. Right. Like he cooked on Big Daddy or something. Y'all ever heard of this?
The movie Big Daddy, yeah.
No, I don't know if it's a movie. It's a cooking show or something that's out there.
Like the cooking.
And he was like one of the main cooks on there. Right. And I'm like, well, what did we just walk into? And then he was like, well, yeah. Mike look in the back. I look in the back. He was like, oh, they got a stage in here.
Right.
So our brains started racing. On Chris, like, well, y'all say y'all want to open mic. He just make it so simple.
Right.
Like, dog, is it that easy?
Right, that's
like,
what he
really?
does.
Almost like all you had to do was ask.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of feeling. Like, yo, is it that easy? And he was kind of like, yeah, it's that easy. You know what I mean? So
You got favorite on your episode.
yeah, so basically, it was like, all right, that's one spot. And then we had another spot over here on the side of Jersey. So we just trying to figure out how to revamp the show. In other words, that's what we was trying to tell y'all. But what's been going on? We got birthday man Mike J in the building,
Happy
man.
birthday,
Thank you.
Mike.
Yeah, now I'm chapter 32, which I'm ready for that. Ready for whatever.
Man, I thought you was 48.
Whoa. Time out. Remember. Now, I'm not going to say how old Pastor P is.
Look, I smooth left that alone.
I ain't going to say how old Pastor P
I
is,
mean, but
but
look,
he older than me.
He hang with me. He hang with me. So I thought maybe, you know what I mean, you a little older than what you looking.
Because ain't that the golden rule? We don't never discuss.
No,
We
we
don't
don't.
discuss age.
But
his.
But remember,
His.
I put it out there. You 48.
I ain't 48.
No, but you
I ain't
might get a
48,
good birthday.
but it was cool, though.
We actually got to go chill with. Oh, shout out to Les.
Les Squire.
Les Squire, 1,000 Brands.
His birthday was July 3rd. So we went to a surprise birthday party, which was really dope. We networked there too. We dropped business cards there too. So that was a networking.
His
experience.
wife made that a networking
Yes.
party actually for his 30th birthday party.
Wow.
She had everybody that Les knew come in and put their cards everywhere, and everybody was just like networking with each other. So shout out to Tasha.
Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah, Natasha
I can always
Squire.
call her Tasha. So
Natasha. Well, you call her Tasha.
She don't get mad with me.
Yeah.
I call her Tasha.
Yeah.
I call her Tasha.
He said she don't get mad at me.
She don't never say like her name is Natasha. I might want to be politically correct in this joint. You know what I mean? And
No,
then
that's
he
'cause
don't
Mike
even
always
call her-
gets somebody
he call her
name
Tosh
wrong.
sometimes. You know
Right.
what I mean? Be like
Right.
Tasha, and you sitting here talking about that. But anyway, shout out to her. It was right at the manor over here in Williamstown, and it was definitely hot, man. So Les did his thing. A lot of people in there. A lot of people that were in there had already heard about the show.
Right.
So shout out to what we are doing, because like 3 people was like, so when can we get on the show?
Right. We had like 5 people on that part.
I was like, oh, really? So it's like, that's how it's working, where people are starting to, it was a couple book authors and a couple other people, and they was like, so when you going to get us on the show? And I was like, wow. So this show is actually doing better than what we actually think. You know what I'm saying? Because even when we took a time out just now to like revamp the show, just seeing other people like, yo, y'all ain't been on in 2 weeks. Yo, what's up? Like, yo, I ain't seen y'all. Like, what's going on? It make you be like, oh, wow, we are definitely making an impact that we really don't even know that we making out there. So, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to GSNJ Radio for keeping us on here and doing what we do.
And definitely in this season, we're definitely going to start doing commercial for people too.
yeah.
So we definitely want to start. So if y'all want a commercial done, you got to reach out to us. We haven't just figured out if we're going to start charging or not. Just know that when you reach out to us, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. But we definitely want to start doing commercials for people and just getting it out there. Matter of fact, I was out promoting, and I actually stopped into the curl of comfort zone with Reese C. She focuses on natural beauty, natural hair. She does natural hair education, live tutorials, and it's a one-on-one personal space with your natural transition, because I know going natural is a whole different monster than adding weave and stuff. So shout out to her for letting us promote in her salon that just opened up in Lawnside.
Yeah, give them their location, man.
The Lawnside location is 149 West White Horse Pike, Suite 101, Lawnside, New Jersey. That's 08045, and that is the Curl Comfort Zone.
And just
And-
go ahead.
No, and I was just gonna say, ladies, one thing that Mike pointed out to me, we funny about our hair when we gotta take things out, and let somebody do it. She does one-on-one consultations, so
That's
that way
big.
you can have a personal, person just tell you about your hair, and you ain't gotta worry about this one and that one sitting in the salon like, girl, you see them kinks in the back of her neck.
You see them
So
gnats?
don't even worry.
You see them gnats? You see
Get
them
that
gnats?
kitchen, girl. Get that kitchen.
You done broke the comb.
Right?
You know them little black combs that you get out the
Right.
hair
Yeah,
store.
remember? You done broke it.
Right.
But look, that's a perfect example. She just opened up this salon, right? Yeah. So we might go do a commercial for her as a visual and put that up on the Voice of Reason YouTube page. That's what me and Mike was talking about. We've been like kind of discussing it, like, you know what, let's plant some seeds in people. We're not going to charge everybody off the cuff because we're just trying to attach ourselves to people and hopefully it come back to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? In another way. So just shout out to that. Mike, how was your vacation, man?
Vacation was dope. It was hot in Mexico though. Hot. But it was really dope just being out of the country. That was the first time I went out of the country. I saw a huge behind lizard. That thing was crazy. Then I saw a real live swiper, like Dora Explorer. With,
Swiper, no swiping.
With Cody, it's called a Cody. That thing has like a long behind tail, like a raccoon. That has a snout like a pig. That joint has some weird nails. That joint came out
daytime or nighttime?
All day. That thing came up and stole my food out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I would have too.
I had a whole cabana. I'm just gonna lay out on the beach. Yeah. I mean, out by the pool and stuff like that.
And you just let him?
Yeah,
I would let him.
I had it for the whole day. This joker came up, stole my food. I was like, I'm done. I know I paid $25 for the thing for the whole day, but my day's done.
Yep. You can have it. Swiper, no swiping, you can have.
I went to the waiter. I was like, I said, he just came up and got the food. He was like, oh, he just hungry. What do you mean he just hungry? So what? So you can't get rid of him? So I got to deal with him all day?
Oh, he comes with the cabana. Well, that's what they was trying to tell you.
I'm going back to my room.
All right, so check this out. I don't mean to bring this to a halt, but what's about to happen is we are about to get on the phone with our guest, Crunk, all the way from Houston, and he's going to talk to us about some stuff that's going on out in Houston, the tours that they're doing out there. Crunk.
Yes, hello.
What's going on with you, man?
What's going on? Bless.
Yeah,
Two Crunk.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Yeah, you live right here, man, on GSNJ Radio, the Voice of Reason. So we just calling down there, man, to talk to you about the tour that y'all got going on out there and everything that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, man? Give us some information. Can you hear us, Crunk? Hello? Did something happen to the call? I think his call dropped.
Can you hear me now?
So we'll get back to that call in 1 second. But what's funny, hopefully we can call him back. They can get him back on the line and see what happens. But Crunk came down from Houston last week, and we got with him on Friday, Saturday, forwarded to an voice stuff like that. I don't know if we can't get him back in a second. We're just gonna continue the show, but we linked up with him, and he actually. Okay. What happened?
I wasn't sure if the app was working because I got a text saying that it wasn't working.
It's definitely working.
Oh, somebody texted in. See, this is like, that's what I love about y'all. This is like a personal situation at the show. Somebody just texted us and said that the app wasn't working, but the app is working. Somebody just checked it out. I don't know if that was Crunk's call that dropped on the other end. Y'all got to remember that we're calling him all the way in Houston to see what's going on with him out there. We've never really had a drop at all. So you want to try to give him a call back one more time? If not, then we'll move forward. But while we're calling him back, we want to let y'all know that we headed out to Houston.
Your call has been forwarded.
I don't know if that was his phone. Well, look, let's get back to the show. We tried to get Crunk on the line. We're not going to let that intervene.
I just got a text that said they can hear us fine.
Somebody text you?
Yeah, and said they can hear us fine. So it might just be that one person. They may have to, they might have to refresh.
Right. So put that out there. Refresh the app.
Refresh the app. If you can't hear it, please refresh the app so you can hear us live.
Yeah, refresh that. So sorry about that. We wanted y'all to hear Crunk because that got me really upset because I wanted y'all to see what this brother was really doing out there. He had a show Friday that just passed, and they were actually in the hood out in Houston, and the DJ just brought their situation out there with the speakers, and all the artists just started ministering in the projects, and it was crazy, and they had pictures with all the kids, and it's on his page, man, and they were just out there ministering, doing what they supposed to do.
Text him. He might just be in a room that he should just like walk out real quick. He might just not realize.
Yeah, I'm gonna check because I really want y'all to hear what this brother got to say, man. His story and his testimony is like amazing. I don't like to put. I just say it because he'll tell you he's a 6-time felon. He'll tell you like I can't even get no job at McDonald's. Like that's his situation. Like he's been in the grind, like the grind. Yeah. And then lost some people close to him recently, and the whole nine. Like the story is crazy with Crunk. And he said he gonna follow God no matter what. Like he done with that whole life. It is a crazy situation, but can we try to call him back one more time? He said try to call him back one more time. If it don't work, we gotta move on, y'all.
Pete, tell him a little bit about that weekend when we had the 3-day revival.
Yo, the revival was so crazy because it was people from all walks, man. Shout out to Jonathan Wallace. If y'all got a Facebook, request this man, Jonathan Wallace. You'll see him. He's like 51 years old with the rawest flow that I've ever seen in my life. This man will tell you, Crunk, you there?
Yo.
All right, you there?
Yo, there you go, Crunk.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, God bless, man. We wanted you to tell your story and your testimony on this, John, man. We didn't want you to just be out like that. You good?
No, for sure, man. My phone did a factory update in the middle of the call. I kept pushing decline, ignore. I've been pushing it all day since church, trying to get it not to do it because you're supposed to be on Wi-Fi when you do it, and I don't have it over here. So I was pushing ignore, and all of a sudden in the middle of the call, it just started doing it by itself and shut my phone down. So I apologize.
We was just talking about
for
them
that.
updates not too long ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's going on out there, Crunk? Like, let us know a little bit about the tour that's happening and you know the show that y'all just recently did. I saw you out there with the kids and everything. How's everything going out there?
Oh, everything's good. Okay, so the tour is based off of this tour specific tour right here is based off of a clothing line called Rugged Crowns. It's a brother from Houston, Texas, but he's stationed out in Beijing. That's where he has his company and his family. His kids go to school out there, but since he saw some guys from his hometown doing it for the Lord, and he decided that he wanted to sow into us, so he sent a bunch of shirts and stuff down here just so we can represent the clothing line. And we wanted to be a blessing to him back. And so we had a couple of folks that were sponsoring us to come out to different places around the city, and so we decided to just call it a tour because they were asking the same group of guys to come to the same spot. So we were like, man, we ought to link up together, man, just show these folks the real power of God. It's no big eyes and little U's in Christ. So we got about 5 artists. We all linked up and decided to call it the Rugged Crowns Tour because of the clothing line, and just got out there doing it locally. And glory to God, it's become nationwide now. A couple of brothers not even from Houston. We got a brother, Willie Love, out of New Jersey, and a brother, Abdel, he's out of Indiana. And so God's blessed to where we all can tour at the same time, just off a little thing that we started doing what we thought we were doing on our own. But part of the tour is doing outreach. It's not just about doing physical shows like try to make money or doing gospel extravaganzas and stuff like that. A good portion of what we do is in the community outreach because a lot of time as artists, it's easy to get away from that. But when you start getting away from your community and you stop getting away from serving, you start missing some of your blessings when God trying to elevate you even in your music and in your own ministry. So me as just a big homie, I try to keep that instilled into these other artists. So a big part of our tour, probably half of it, 50% of it, is like outreach. And so what you saw the other day on, I think it was yesterday on online, we were in Galveston, Texas, on the island, and we went to the projects in Galveston, Texas, and set up the speakers, the stage, brought the food out, had clothing that was donated to us. Excuse me. We had volunteers out, and it's a guy named Trey Nine. He pretty much headlines it. He calls it Hip Hop Hope, and he does it in several cities and in several neighborhoods inside of Houston. So he was doing it in Galveston, invited us out, and we made it part of the tour. We went out, we served out there in the apartments, prayed with the kids, ministered through music, listened, told our testimony, listened to some of their testimonies, played games with them, just fellowship with them and let them know that, hey, man, we there. And we just appreciate folks like Trey Nine for being consistent, and he constantly keeps artists in the mix like that. And if I'm not mistaken, Pastor P, you coming down here next week, and you'll be doing Hip Hop Hope in Bay City, Texas. And so that's a blessing indeed, man. So everything that you probably showed them down there that we doing down here, man, we'll be able to send it back and show them how you were able to come down here and sow that same seed into our community. So it's a blessing indeed to have that pedestal, and we try to keep that involved as a part of the tour. That's what you guys got to see.
That's what it is.
That's good.
You got any question? Anybody question?
Yes. Crunk. Can I call you Mr. Crunk? Is that?
Yeah, everybody call me Crunk. Some folks say two Crunks. Some folks say the whole two Crunks for Jesus.
Okay.
Some folks even call me Ricky. So you call me what you want.
He the originator of crunk music. Talk to him.
Oh, okay. So
You
you're
can
the
ask him where it
originator
came
of
from.
yeah. So you're the originator of crunk music.
was
Can
on
you
tour.
give us a little bit about? Because I know being from the north, when we heard about crunk, we didn't really know I know I didn't. What is that, and how were you able to incorporate that for God?
So this is what it is. Like, it's my name always get twisted for Crump, Crump, like the music, but I'm the originator of like they call it crunk music, but it's Christian trap music. Like I was one of the first artists like 12 years ago to take the same kind of beat that Young Jeezy would take and like a real Southern trap beat, but put the word of God over it and still like keep the Southern swag in the video and everything in the visuals. And it was just unheard of at first. My name has always been Crunk. It was Crunk in the streets. Crunk is another word for hype down south. It came with Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, and they were all get crunk with it. And so in college, when I played football on the sideline, when I wasn't on the field, I was at a small college, predominantly black college, Prairie View A&M University, and the band practiced like right behind the football field. So as the band was practicing, I was always on the sideline dancing. I couldn't stay still. I think they said I had ADHD or something like that. But the coach used to be like, man, he can't stay still. He's too daggone hype. And the players was like, oh, no, man, he too crunk, man. You old. We don't use that word no more. So they always call me crunk. So then when I started doing the gangster rap, again, after college, I've been doing it since 7. But I kind of chilled out during school. When I started doing the gangster rap again, kind of hard to rap about stuff that you're not about. So, I mean, I was never had a shirt on, always fighting in the club, first one, jumping out the car for the shootout type of thing. I was like all dramatic, man, I was doing the most. So they started calling me Too Crunk in the streets about 15 years ago. And when I came to Christ, I wanted to keep the name Too Crunk for Jesus. I wanted to keep the same swag I had with gangster rap, but I just wanted to take the anointings and take my testimony and put it on there and just put the written word of God on it and just not compromise. But I wanted it to be a bridge for that folks that appreciate that type of rap, that were drawn to that type of rap. I wanted to create a bridge for them to be able to come on the God side as well. So that's probably why I'm not one of the bigger names in Christian hip-hop, even though I've been doing it a long time. But I guess they did give me that card for being the originator of Crunk Christian rap.
That's pretty interesting. So just piggybacking off what you were saying, you were the first to jump out the car, like you the shooter, you the right-hand man. So I'm assuming this is just an assumption that when you got your calling, when you heard God for the first time to tell you, telling you that you're going to be worshiping for him, you're going to be a warrior for him, were you able to accept it at first? And if not, how did that come together for you?
I was head over heels in love with God, and all I wanted to do was serve him. And it's kind of like, I'm sure you ran across, I was a seasoned Christian. Like when the Holy Spirit gets a hold of you, it's different for different people. It was a drastic one for me. Like I wanted to let everything go, just because of the way that I got saved. I didn't want to do nothing wrong, and I thought I was a holier-than-thou Christian. I was judgmental. I was hard on myself. I was hard on other Christians because I didn't know the word like that. And so it was hard for people to believe. It was kind of the opposite. It was hard for people to believe that I was the true man of God, because it was like, bro, I can go back 3 weeks ago and this dude was at the club, blah blah blah, doing that with so and so, and go look on my Facebook page. You can see him rapping with such and such there over there at the after hours on the next field. But when God did it for me, He did it like instantly. It's like when somebody starts smoking cigarettes cold turkey. That's how I was for Christ. But I didn't start smoking cigarettes cold turkey. I kept smoking cigarettes, but like as far as like being in my word, stop clubbing, stop cussing, stop the gang banging. I was over like 1,500 gangster disciples um, down here in Texas, from Texas to Louisiana, all the way to Arkansas. Like I was over all of them, and so just to all of a sudden leave contact with all of those guys and just leave that organization alone with a clean break without any drama and stuff happening. That's where it was hard at. It was like, I can't believe he really leaving this alone. I can't believe the streets was kind of like, I can't believe he's leaving us. And then my family was like, there's no way he's leaving that street stuff alone. So it was easy for me to come on God's side. It was easy for me to serve. I was on fire, but it was hard for me to be accepted. But it was because of where I was before God came into my heart.
Okay. Yeah. So what's your like? Do you have an album coming soon? Like, what do you got? What's coming next from Two Crunk? As far as, do you have an album coming? Are you working? Do you have something in the works?
I'm not working. Like, man, I got so much stuff that I'm trying to complete with other folks. I'm kind of stagnated with myself. I'm not even lying. I'm dropping single after single. I got a single called ASAP that I'm about to drop here in probably about a month, featuring one of my new artists named Rodman. He's from New Orleans, but he's here in Houston now, and he got a new sound. And he's a fresh breath. He's fresh breath of air for Christian hip hop. And so lately here, I got him and a couple of more guys that I just really want to sew into, because they got a sound that need to be heard, man, including your own Pastor P. Right, you know, he kind of OG. He kind of OG up there in Jersey, but like down here, they haven't heard him yet. And me and him just did a little quick joint together, like Holy Spirit just put together right quick. It wasn't nothing that we just sat down and draw out like that. It was all God, and it was done real fast, you know. But God let us be able to do it on a professional level still. And when we put it out there, it kind of got an instant organic fire, and folks like, yo, who is that? Yo, who dude? Oh, that's who you went to Jersey, you was vibing with him, and blah, blah, blah. And so it kind of had the same kind of effect in Jersey with me. They're like, yo, who's this dude, this little country dude you got with you? Like, you got a little sound. Like I'm drawn to Pastor P like that as well. So we trying to get him out here. I'm trying to get him booked out here as much as we can. But like, you know, he got such a fire. He working to get out here on his own, and he's making it easy. So I can't expect nothing but doors open for him and some other disciples I got, bro. That just on fire for God, man, and got that flow that just needs to be heard, man. So it's in this season right now. It's not so much about me. So I could guarantee you're not going to expect the album in the next coming year, but you might hear 2 or 3 singles come from me, starting with the song ASAP featuring Rodman, and probably every single that I drop, it's going to have a feature on it, because God has been making some divine connections. There's been some divine appointments as I've been touring the United States of America, you know, and just having that unselfish attitude in this season right now. He's allowed me to see a lot of talent and a lot of folks that just reaching out. They don't have that bridge to even get heard. Right. And here I am, old as dirt, and everybody listening to me, and I'm like, no, bro, it's some other people. It's a new wave coming through, bro. You got to hear this. And so that's what you can expect from me this season, man. I'm gonna get my Master P on. Yeah, man. I'm putting everybody else out. You know, you might hear me on their joints, but you know, I'm all about everybody else this season right here, man.
From the first conversation we had, the first thing that Crunk said to me was, I want to get everybody else on. I noticed that. He said, I want to get everybody else on. He's like, I got this artist, I'm going to help them get their album out. I got this artist, I'm going to help them meet with this connection. I got that artist, I'm going to help them do with this. So he definitely living what he said that he was going to do. Like he's trying to like pull in every artist. So if you starving out there, you trying to get on, holla at them. You know what I mean? Because it's that season.
Facts.
Did you guys plan to do your?
We didn't plan anything.
Definitely.
This was all God. I didn't even know Crunk 3 weeks ago.
Pete Taylor, man, everything happened in 2 weeks, man.
God.
From the meet and greet to the conversation to the hey, let's do a song to the we got to get a beat. Well, now we gotta how we gonna record this? Yo, well we gotta mix this right. Hey, we gotta do a visual for this joint. You could be like everything every single day. Something new was happening. There was a new idea, and all we did was just make sure that if we spoke it out of our mouth, we made sure that we took it to God, man, and asked Him to manifest it in the flesh, and He did it for us. I mean, to say it was easy, nah, it wasn't easy at all. But at the same time, it kind of was, because every time we thought we hit a bump in the road, it was like something big on the other side when we got over the bump, like something bigger than what we were chasing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like the visual, we were trying to get to New York and blah 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 and all this other stuff. And man, we ended up in Philly, and it was crazy. It was, but I wouldn't ask for it to be no other way. I don't know about P, but like I loved it.
It was definitely a crazy situation. That's what I'm saying. We didn't plan for none of this. Somebody said. Minister Rodriguez. That's how it all happened. Right. Shout out to Rodriguez. Right. Rodriguez said, yo, I need to introduce you to Crunk. He coming down here. Call him. I called Crunk. Yo, we need to do the song. It just happened. Right. Crunk said, yo, I'll shoot the verse to you, whatever. And it just happened. It was like the crazy. So I didn't even know Crunk 3 weeks ago. But what I'm trying to tell people that's listening is he's a man of his word. Whatever he say he gonna do, and that's facts.
That is facts.
That I can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
like,
facts.
I don't know. And now I'm going out there next week. And the first thing he said was, I made the call for you. We got your radio interview set up. We got some studio time set up. We got a show set up. All I did was make the call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was it. So he's definitely being a man of his word. And here's something else before Crunk hang up. I told him this on the phone last week. I said, yo, God will blow it up in your face. Because that Friday when Crunk came down, they had me minister last. And afterwards, Crunk was like, man, if you was in Houston, you would have had Houston on fire. The thing was, God been telling me to go to Houston for a year and a half. You was my witness.
Right.
He brought Crunk from Houston to blow my world up right in front of me, to then make me say, I'm going down there this week. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I should have been done it, but I was in fear, uncomfortable. I don't know nobody. So it's like him saying, all right, well, I'm going to send you Crunk. And Crunk been that dude, man. So we appreciate you, Crunk. But, yo, one more thing before you go. Who you been on? Who was you messing with as far as worldly artists, man? I want to know some other stuff before you change.
So, like, in the world... So like before, like even on God's side, like we've been dealing with the secular artists. Like I was dealing with Paul Wall, like most of the dudes in the South, like T.I., Paul Wall, Trader Truth, Zero, Slim Thug, a dude named J-Dog, the Sauce Twins, people like that. And then as I came on God's side, you know, Paul Wall, when I was in the world, I snatched him from doing Christian rap. Myself, OG Ron C and Brother Wood, we snatched him and Chameleon there. They were walking around Jersey Village High School with Bibles doing Christian rap, but they were going hard. And it's like, bro, you ain't got to cuss. Just spit some gangster, bro. Like, y'all going to be famous. And we snatched him from Jersey Village and brought him to the hood, threw him on some mixtapes, and the boys blew up. I went to prison and came home, and they were all over the radio and everything. And it's so, like, Paul Wall, he real loyal. As far as like throwing back into the Christian community, though, he's not really a gangster dude, no way. He always stay in church and stay positive and serve the community. He just ain't doing Christian rap. So I got a chance to tour with him and Walk a Flock of Flame. You know, he didn't change his music. He was doing gangster rap, but they didn't hesitate to put myself, I Am Justified, and Pirates. Pirates changed his name to Kodak White now. But they put all three of us on stage doing Christian rap in the middle of their tour to open up for them. They're like, we're going to let the 3Gs bless the stage, you know, and they'll let us come on, and they figured that our type of Christian rap caters to their type of secular rap. So God has been able to keep that bridge going, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like who I used to deal with. I still deal with them, and they respect me for who I am, and I do a lot of shows at these clubs, these local clubs. They real live bars. They got liquor in there and people cussing and people popping ecstasy and everything. But I get to bring the word and not get laughed at and not get booed off the stage. It's like God is blessed to where people are accepting me where I'm at, and He's been able to take my testimony and my track record and use it in a positive way. But I'm still able to keep my street credit with the industry people and with the street and the church. You know, like God has given me an edge to where I don't bring that crap to church at all. So the church accept me as the man of God. So it's kind of like I got the best of both worlds, but I'm just living for the Lord, you know. And that's hard for a Christian to say because most Christians stray away because, like, your partners don't accept you no more. Like, when you go on the streets, they looking at you different, or they don't want to, like, it's hard because I went through them stages at first. So it started with my own family, but luckily, like I said, those secular bridges are still there. I'm still able to deal with those artists. If I want to do a whole CD with secular artists, I could. I just don't see the truth in it unless they're trying to lean their way towards coming on our side. They want to take baby steps and they're like, "Crunk, I'm gonna do a song with you." Yeah, but if I do a song with you, I'm not gonna charge you nothing for the feature. I need you to come to Bible study with me 3 times this month, and we good. I ain't charging you jack. And I figure if a secular artist comes to church to meet Bible study with me 3 times, eventually he'll start coming on Sundays on his own. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to force that on nobody. But God got a way of just using folks like us, man. And I think Pastor P the same way. And that's why I was happy to link up with him when I got to Jersey, man. I just always pray that God link me up with like minds and like hearts as I travel, because I travel a lot. And it ain't nothing more scarier than being out of bounds in a new spot, around folks that you just faking it to make it around, you know?
Oh, man. I showed you love from the airport, man.
Basically.
I showed you love from the airport pickup, bro. You got love out
Off
here.
the top, bro. That man was the first face I seen, man. You know, like, and it's crazy. And he kind of almost was the last face I saw. He was the last face I remember because, like, we were doing so much business, man. I was excited. I'm like, bro, I can't wait to see this video. He's like, yo, I might have this thing ready tomorrow, bro. I might not even go to sleep. I'm like, yo.
It sounds like that's what you did, P.
Yeah, I don't sleep on P. Cole.
I didn't go to sleep, man, because I was so hyped that whole event. And that was crazy because we had church all day Sunday and then shot that video that same night. And then he was on the plane at like 4 a.m. and I was at the house
you was still editing
the video. So it's like, yo, we gotta get this thing out. So Crunk, you definitely I hope that we're gonna see you again in August. Hopefully we're gonna talk about that again, because I know that we're trying to get you back out here again in August, man. And if that happens, we're gonna make sure we promote real heavy for you again coming back out here to do this next show that everybody's been talking to me about. Hopefully it's amazing. So we want to thank you for calling in. Well, we called you, but still for your time anyway.
Yeah, man. I just thank y'all for having me, man. Anytime. Like I can't wait to get back to Jersey. They said something about Bridgeton coming up soon, so I'm speaking it into existence. They didn't give me a date or nothing like that, so I'm just gonna stand in agreement that I'll be back soon in Bridgeton. And so if I get to Bridgeton, you know, I'll be back in Vineland and Millville soon too. I can't stay still when I get down there. I got to move around. It's kind of like my second home. So hopefully next time I get to sit on set with you guys, man.
No doubt, man.
Where can, before you go, Mr. Crunk, where can what platform or streaming platforms can our listeners hear your music?
Man, the best way to go, I mean, you can just Google the name, but it'll probably be all kind of stuff everywhere. So the best thing to do would be to go to www.rickiebradfordministries.com. RICKIEBRADFORD ministries.com.
I'm gonna post.
Thank y'all, man. I love y'all so much. Be blessed, man.
All right, be blessed, man.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Bye.
Oh, also, I'll send everybody. If y'all been listening to the Voice of Reason and y'all watching us, I'll post it. Yeah, he going. You going right, Crunk? Yeah, I'll post it. As soon as we leave tonight, the link to his .com, which also shows the first time that Joel Osteen, he's part of the Lakewood Church, and Joel Osteen and his wife brought him out for like the first time to have crunk music in front of 18,000 people. Right. So that was a serious thing for him, you know what I mean? And that happened like recently. You know what I'm saying? That's why Crunk is kind of like, he kind of mad because he said to me, a lot of people didn't deal with me till I walked out on stage on that Lakewood. You know what I mean? And I understood what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had no rap. And then I walked out on that Lakewood stage with 18,000 people live on TV, and now all of a sudden my phone is ringing. So he got a reason not to want to mess with certain people.
Yeah.
Don't think he's being cocky, but he's just selecting people that he feels is real around him, which I respect, because I would feel the same way.
Exactly.
If you gonna call me right after I walk out on a major stage like that,
Because
come on,
at the end of the day, he's doing God work and he has to stay covered. So just, trying to entertain people that's only entertaining you because of where they saw you, like he's still
right. They're
you know what I mean?
entertaining based on where they saw
him.
Yeah,
So he's
right.
still,
What
he's still got to
is
keep
your
his stuff
intentions?
covered.
Everything is about what is your intentions on why do you want me?
Yeah.
What's your intentions?
Yeah, and 100, like he just said, I'm a vouch for him. He didn't charge me no feature. You know what I mean? If you go through his management, you're gonna get spanked. But when you dealing with him, if he like who you are, we and him talk. Then he sent me the beat. Then
I remember
we got on track. Then it was just a back and forth thing. Then come pick me up at the airport. Then it just got crazy. I didn't even know Crunk. You know what I'm saying?
Because I would have definitely said you guys went at least 5 years back. Like
I don't even
thought you guys
know.
would have.
That was the vibe.
That was your vibe. Y'all look like y'all
we vibe.
Yeah,
all
looking at the
weekend.
picture, looking at the one picture at the airport, it looked like you guys haven't seen each other in like 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's what it
People
looked
was
like. It
asking,
was like-
is that your brother? Is that your cousin? I don't know Crunk. I don't know. Like I started to defend
Like,
it.
I don't know. He might be a cousin that I don't know about.
I don't know, but the love was there. I picked him
Yeah.
up. We hung out the whole weekend. We went to get something to eat. That Mike got locked in the bathroom.
Yo, you
Oh,
want to bring that
man.
up? You want to bring that up? Hey, you want to bring that up?
I got the video. Dang,
Wait, did you take him to the seafood spot? Is that where he got
No,
locked in?
we went to some spot in Violent.
Get out
Oh,
of
man.
here.
Yo,
Got locked in
look.
Violent.
Yo, Mike, I got the video.
Don't man.
Yo,
You ain't got no
Mike,
video.
we get out the car. I said, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. Here go Mike. I gotta go too. So since he bullied, I said, go ahead. Guess who get locked?
He didn't want to
in
got
the
locked in.
Yo, Mike was messing with the handle. I can't get out. I can't get out. I went and got the owner. Then this the messed up part of the story. The lady that worked there, she gonna come in Spanish, talk in Spanish. I said, he not Spanish.
She probably was coming to talk to you.
Then she tried to talk to Mike. She's like, wiggle the handle. It's just broke. Jiggle it. Yo, I'm crying on the other end of the door. I'm videotaping it. Then Mr. Rodriguez's wife is taping me while I'm taping Mike. I'm laughing.
So there's
I'm
double
in
video going
tears.
on.
He's shaking. It's not like he was getting mad. Like, I can't get out the back. Like, yo, you got anxiety.
I would have been mad because my first thought would have been like, okay, so everybody outside is in on it. Y'all know I'm stuck in here. Y'all really
Basically.
not helping
Yo,
me
I
get
ran
up out
right
of here.
to get help for him, but I couldn't stop the laugh.
Yo,
Wait, did you go get the little Spanish lady? Are you the one who went to go get the
No,
Spanish
they
lady?
did. No, I went and got.
No. He wasn't going to help, but he was like, yo, let me grab my phone first, too, so I can make sure I can record this. You can tell he's my big brother, because only big brothers do stuff like that.
Yes. He
I got
pranked you. First of all, he the one who locked you in there. Then he went and got help and
he
got the
probably
phone.
did. I'm going to break the door so he can't get out.
But that was the first stop that we stopped at to eat right from the airport. So that's how the whole rest of the day started after the airport stop. No, we went to the Rocky Steps first.
Rocky Steps
We went to
first.
Philly. That's where we had that picture that everybody was posted up that
Of you
we was
two,
doing.
right?
Yeah, and we was there. But then we went to get something to eat. He gets locked in the bathroom. That was the
Mike,
end of
did you
the
drive?
whole day.
Yeah, I drove.
You should have left him.
I couldn't leave
You
him.
should have locked all the doors.
Mike can't leave.
Only didn't unlock his door.
Oh my God! But that was. Oh man, I wish I
You
knew
know
the
what,
name
Mike?
of
It's
that
all right,
place.
because me and you, I'm gonna help you out during this camping thing. It's all right. I got your back.
Dang.
Because you got something coming and you pay.
I don't got
I
nothing
got you.
coming.
I got you, Mike.
Man, I don't got nothing coming. I don't got nothing coming. I don't even deserve the treatment. All he did was he got locked in. How y'all coming after me? I got something coming for something he did. He walked in the bathroom and hit the lock button.
He the one who brolicked me and got in the bathroom.
Yeah, he bullied me. I gotta go first. That what happened. Now you in there. I can't get out. Now it's my fault. So I'm gonna pull my camera out and tape you. That's what you get. But he was peed off at me. It's not even funny.
Wait, how long before you spoke to him after you got out the?
No, I did talk to him afterwards. I was like, "Yo, P, you messed up, dog. You messed up."
He was mad. But I didn't care though. I was taping it. I was laughing. We was all going in on him.
Wait, so what happened when did you decide not to go to the bathroom?
I went, but I didn't shut the door. At all.
Please don't come by this door. Go to the bathroom.
I didn't shut
Wait,
the door.
did you have somebody stand guard? Like, yo, just stand here because I'm not closing.
I just
all
stood
that.
there and just looked backwards like, if y'all walk in, y'all might see something.
It ain't my fault. It's my fault. It's your fault.
I had my butt turned. That's all that mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Y'all might see something. Shiny ass in your face.
The Spanish lady gonna come. Just wiggle. Just wiggle.
Wiggle. Yo, that's what she did to Mike. She said, wiggle. Shake it. What is he holding the thing? Wiggle. Shake
She
it.
giving him PP 101.
You PP directions.
PP 101.
What a word. I can't.
Wiggle, shake it. That's messed up, Mike. I'm telling you.
Ooh, well, at least I know not to go back to that place, or at least don't
The
close
food
the
was
door.
awesome.
The
I just
food
won't go
was
to the
good. I
bathroom.
wish I had the name of the spot. It's Rodriguez's people who just opened up his own spot.
Is it
and the
violent?
bathroom actually didn't have nothing to do with him. You know how it was a bodega, like two people own the situation. Yeah. So it was a bathroom inside the bodega, and then he had his restaurant on the side. So it wasn't him. He was over there laughing. He was laughing too. He was like, "Oh man, your boy got locked in the bathroom." I was like, everybody had jokes on
But
Mike.
you know would be the worst thing, Mike, if you was the first one that happened to.
It probably wasn't the first.
It wasn't the first person. That's how she knew so well how to
How to
open it.
wiggle.
Wait, jiggle. She's like, move it to the right. Now pull up. Now pull. I was like, this don't even sound right. I was like, jiggle, wiggle, move to the right. Now pull up. Now pull. I was like,
Be like, can y'all just go get a new doorknob? Just go get a new
that's the
doorknob
problem.
and a lock.
The doorknob, when I walked in, it fell to the floor. I'm not shutting this door. It's not even happening. I don't care if I had to do number 2. The door is not getting shut.
I will hold it like this.
That's not happening. Like when you go in the bathroom and the handle just goes.
Yeah, no. Pineapples.
My whole face went like this. It's not gonna work. I thought about it. I said, Mike just got locked in here. And I taped him. I don't need to say
Like you won't be having me on World Star.
I don't need the same thing to happen to me. He get me worse on his
This
page.
is going viral right now.
Yes, because I wouldn't even did a video. It
I'll
went
tag Pastor P right in
straight
this joint.
to World Star.
Yeah, I can send this to 500 people. It's going live. You know?
Oh, he tried to get me dirty. That's messed up, yo.
At least I don't know 500 people.
Here's the thing. I didn't do nothing to deserve this. I'm going to say it again. He bullied to the bathroom. I was walking to the bathroom. He said, I got to go first. I didn't do anything to deserve it. That's why when he got locked in there, I got my phone. That's what you get. Like a brother, that's what you get.
I'm breaking stuff, guys.
You broke something?
I think
She broke the knob.
Hold up. Nope, don't say it.
The bathroom.
I'm gonna just hang that right
It'll
there.
it'll go
Just
back
hang
up.
that right
No
there.
Shout out to Crunk though, y'all.
That was a great interview and interesting fun fact to know, about Paul Wall and Chameleon.
But that's crazy because Chameleon there's album, he didn't curse on his
at
album.
all.
No.
Paul Wall. Now that I think about it, I don't remember.
He probably cursed a little bit.
I never heard no cussing from him, not like that.
Yeah, not
I can't
like-
remember. I listened to him a few times, but I didn't know he was on the save tip like that.
Yeah.
So his image definitely didn't go.
But that's
hand
probably
in
also
hand.
why
But
it
you
didn't
can't
last
judge
long
the book
either.
by the cover.
And that's probably
Right.
why it didn't last long for him. It just wasn't his comfort zone. It was just like he did what he did it,
Like
made
he
money,
said, he
and
wasn't
then
really a street dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't talk what you really ain't living. A lot of times, I tell people anyway, you ain't gonna last long.
so what a lot of these rappers do now.
It was some
Talk
fun
something.
facts in that. That boy Crunk though, man, y'all gonna love him. He's a good dude. Hit him up on Instagram. 2 Crunk for Jesus. Hit his Instagram. Follow him. He'll definitely keep you laughing. He's a jokester, and he got love for you. Anybody that's trying to do their thing for Christ, he's with you. You know what I mean? Like I said, he got to know your spirit, though. And you know how they say,
know the spirit by the spirit.
The fruit by the spirit. They, you know what I mean?
By the fruit that they bear.
You know the spirit by the spirit.
You know the spirit by the fruit.
Right.
Kind of his fruit to me. As soon as I met him, it was like, wow, over the phone. It was that connection. And I tell people all the time, I could get that connection from people. I always can feel when somebody's trying to be genuine, or they are genuine, or whatever it is. Like, I feel it, and I'll be like, all right, we're gonna rock out. He was genuine in what he said. Like, he was like, don't go through my manager. They're gonna charge you. Then his stuff sound better than mine on the track. A lot of people was like, why his sound so better? Because I sent him the money down, and he recorded in his studio. I recorded in my studio. He in a big studio. I'm in my studio. Right. But you can't really see that much of a difference, but you can hear it. You know what I mean? Keep it 100. And people was like judging me on that, like, well, why did y'all do it that way? I didn't have no other choice. Like you want to let something like that stop you from recording a track with him? Like, if I'd have said, no, we can't record, the track wouldn't have got done. At all. The video wouldn't have got done. Like, nothing would have got done. I wouldn't be going to Houston. You know what I mean? Like, none of that would have happened.
You'd have passed up on your opportunity and your blessing. People, get in where you fit in. Don't make excuses.
Right.
That's it. Right. Excuses. Too many excuses being made. You know what I'm saying? And that's funny Danger said that. That's what I learned in this season. Stop making excuses. Right. You know what I mean? Period. No because, I don't want to do that. I ain't got the outfit. I don't want to do that. My hair ain't right. I don't want to do that, such and such. And we let that stop us. And then next thing you know, there was a big blessing right there. But because your hair wasn't done, or your beard wasn't cut right, or because your sneakers ain't new on your feet, or it's always something that somebody is saying to stop them.
And then you don't realize that you find yourself trying to recreate that opportunity, trying to recreate that blessing. Like, you're not gonna get that again. Just be prepared for the next one. Be obedient. Just be prepared for the next one.
Just be yourself. That's what it is. Be yourself. Be yourself.
God is always gonna come for the available, for the available. As long as you're available.
Yep.
Let me put this out here before we close. When you think about how good God really is, I had a millionaire walk in my house and sit in my studio with me this week. Real talk. Before he got to my house, he said he had already prayed about it. I prayed about it that day. I said, man, I need a 12-passenger van. I need something for these kids, man, to get these kids camping. This millionaire comes and sits in my house and said, I already prayed about you. I got a 15-passenger bus.
Wow.
It's sleep for people. It got a TV in it. You want?
You said you want? Right. Wait, what would you say to Uncle Chris? Is it that easy?
Right.
Right. Because I was praying, but I said, God, give me what I need. You told me to build this fatherless program. Give me what I need. Oh, here you go. Here got somebody that got a boat. They're going to take you out on the boat and take the kids. What? Here you go. Take them on an art trip. Well, I'm going to take them to the art museum or on a boat. He comes sit in my house. Here you go. Here go the van. The bus. I'm going up there. I'm supposed to go up there this week to check that out, but
you gonna be in Houston.
If I gotta go to Houston, I'll just reschedule with him. But either way, if it's late on his heart, I'll try to go Monday. But he said, come see the bus. Showed us a picture of it. He was like, here, he'll go to a picture of it. Mike called me. This how Mike knew that I was real short with him. I'm in a meeting in my house.
All right, I'll meet you there.
He knew because he said it. I don't never do that to Mike. I'm in a meeting in my house. That's how intense that meeting was. Like, I got a millionaire sitting in my house. And I'll say it like this. He told me not to put his name out there, but he said I can say this. He is the uncle of Rodney Jerkins.
Yes. Dark
Child. He did Michael Jackson's album. This man sitting in my studio with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Here, you need a bus?
Here you go.
That ain't nothing. I said, man, I need to shoot this little short film. Oh, I got a mansion. You need to use my house? What?
Right. Not a location. I got a location. You need my house?
Yeah, you need my house. Like, I got a mansion.
Not a random location. Just, you need my house?
You know, like, that's type of stuff that happens, like, all month long. It's just been happening. So I just say all of that to say this with y'all. Like, I tried to talk myself out of the fatherless program. And when I met up with I ain't gonna say her name. I ain't gonna put it out there. But when I met up with her, we had a meeting, and I told her, I said, God told me not to stop, just to keep moving. She probably listening and she know who I'm talking to. She said, just keep moving in this. I told her, God said, keep moving in this season. Doesn't matter if I have money. It doesn't matter if I have a bus. We didn't have any money to do these t-shirts like that. We didn't have money for this boat. We didn't have money for this bus. We didn't have money for this camping trip. We didn't have money for this back to school event. That all of this is being done before September. We didn't have the money. But I know that God said to me, go forward like you got money. Stand on this much mustard seed faith, and I'll show you who I am. Right. And that's all I'm watching happen in this season. And it's really happening with everything. And I didn't want to say nothing at first until it got LLC'd up and everything like that. But then God said, now after you have the radio station and you got the nonprofit and you're working on the music again and you're shooting videos, and my book is done, like as if I need something else on my plate, he then turns around and hands me and another business partner, a LLC, for a car lot called He Provides. It's already done. Wow. Need rides? He provides. Right. And a guy came out the way and said, here, I'm going to give y'all 12 cars for $4,800. Wow. Cars that you could sell for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 easy.
One car, you making that 48 back.
Yeah, because he's selling it to us wholesale price. You know what I mean? But it's going to take us 6 weeks for our dealer license to go through. But once we get that, but I'm looking at it like, I didn't say anything until all the paperwork was official. I have everything at my house. I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, what? How? What? How this happen? Like, I don't need rides. Right. He provides. He came up with He Provides LLC, and the catch was need rides. And he said, put somebody in a hot rod that looked like it's Jesus on dreads and looked like he burning out. And then he was like, now make a little commercial. Stop at somebody at the bus stop and be like, He provides. And they be like, yeah, I know He provides. No, He provides. Like, on the street, need rides. Beep, beep. Right. You know what I mean? And he's like giving me ideas. I'm like, what? Beep, beep. He provides. So I'm like, yo, I don't know what's happening or how it's happening. But what I will say to y'all, that everybody is listening, God is doing everything that he said he would in this season. Walked away from $99.9 million 8 years ago. He said, I'll bless you 3 times fold on that. He's starting to become the man of his word, period. He's always a man of his word. But to me, I'm starting to see it. When I say he's starting to be the man of his word, I'm just now starting to see what he said he was going to give me 8 years ago. And now it's like, what happened? Like, why it takes so long? Because sometimes you just ain't ready.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You just not ready.
Just because you gave up that contract, that does not mean you were ready right then and there.
I wasn't ready. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I just wasn't ready, period. And if he would have gave it to me back then, I probably would have lost my mind. I had an attitude problem. I was very rageful. You know what I mean? Kept a hammer on me. I'll blow your brains out, nigga. Yeah. That was my attitude.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I was at. But now I'm just very peaceful. I'm just watching what I'm trying to do. And I just want to sow into my community. So I'm putting everybody before me. And I noticed that was my saying, Yah, family, business, me. I've been saying that for about 5 years.
5 years.
And I keep saying it, Yah, family, business, me. So I'm putting God first, Yah first, then my family, business after that, then I'm always at the bottom. So I'm putting everybody above me in this season. I feel just like how Crunk is saying, like anybody that's asking for something, just come holler at me and we can make it happen, man. But our hour passed just like that.
Right.
Let July be confirmation month.
Confirmation month.
Yeah.
I stood in agreement with someone, and I know he's listening right now. July is confirmation month.
I can see that. Confirmation month.
Well, I don't know who you talking about, but I must say, let July be confirmation month, and I hope it's for something positive.
Yes,
right.
Or even if it's something that you have either been thinking about, struggling with, praying about, that you may need to let go. It's confirmation. You may think you may have had that thought in your brain, like, do I need to let something go? Confirmation month. July is just gonna be confirmation, whether it's something that's, you know what I mean, like something that's you're gonna gain or lose and then gain. It's confirmation month. Whether you letting something go, gaining something, July is confirmation month.
Well,
Facts.
There you have it.
All right.
I'm gonna say it like that because I'm gonna allow everything that the Father showed me be confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wrap. We out of here, man. It's your boy, Pastor P.
It's your boy, Mike J.
And it's Lily.
Yo, make sure y'all tune into the page. Share more stuff. We've been sharing all week long. I ain't been seeing none of y'all sharing nothing, but y'all keep talking about. Press the share button.
Yes, and guys, every Sunday that we're
movement.
here, just know you can call us. If it's something funny we said or something that you didn't understand, call us. Ask questions. We are here to talk to you as well.
I did get a text message from Minister Rodriguez. He said he did try to call in. So I don't know if we do have a call-in problem this week, but whatever. It ain't just
we'll
this
fix
week.
it.
It's every week. Call in.
No excuses.
No excuses. And we out here, man. I'll let y'all later. Peace.
That's a bad mamma jamma. All right. Here you go. Yeah. Say. I got your case for the body, little cover my body. I know that you got me. They try me in Jersey, but that ain't gonna hurt me. You told me before not to trust everybody. Two to the dome, now I'm working about it. My partners be putting them first in their body. You packing the shotty to cover your body. I'm packing the word and he covered, he got me. Yeah, I got kids, but I don't got a wife. He was tough on them seats, but he got it up out me. A couple of beats and a couple of bodies. Got everyone looking, but Jesus, he found me. Crazy as that they know that I'm about it. Nobody can doubt it. My calling is true. Ooh, that's what you want me to do. Ooh, that's why I'm praying for you. Too created the wave. They hate it, but now they be trying to skate on the wave. He hit it before he confessed he was saved. I claim it today. I'm putting the enemy back in his place. Papa ready, put it back on my waist. Hold it steady, put it back in your face. Cock and ready like I'm back in that place. Back in that place, yeah.
I'm playing to win. 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 I'm playing to win.
I got a shovel for the devil. Dig a grave for him. Cause I done seen hell twice and took the keys from him. My record label told me calm it down. This ain't that pagan gospel that you used to. Matter of fact, I'm kinda hard to get used to. True story, I got goons still running for me. Protect my life, cause haters still coming for me. I probably die like Peter, upside down, and burn my body at the stake. Oh, y'all really fake. Oh, y'all really fake. I'm a prophet with discernment, plus I really earn it. Been in the trenches screaming, please, please, Lord, please, please. These haters wanna